So, I saw your work, I saw your stuff. I'll just get right into it. How did you get started in artwork?
Well, I first thing is that I've been drawing ever since I was 3 years old. It's actually one of my first memories is, well, I would just be drawing well into the night and my parents would be trying to catch up on sleep and I would be waking them up constantly to show them, look what I drew, mommy, look what I drew, daddy.
So, was it oh, yeah, more?
uh, no, not really. Go ahead.
So, what do you love most about your work and what do you love the least?
Hmm. What do I love most? Honestly, it's very uh there's so much about art that I love. Well, not only is it just a way of expressing myself, I think I've actually got a whole list of philosophies that on my website that have been quoted by artists all throughout history. Some like saying art is not art is basically it's the it can actually influence our perceptions of the world. It can influence the viewer's perceptions. It can bring us closer together. I think that's the big thing that we I think that's probably the most important thing about it. Like to as the quote for Goodwill from the movie I believe it's um the Dead Poet Society. It's the quote about how art and poetry are the things that we stay alive for, while things like food and medication are the things that we need to stay alive.
So what inspired you to create the animatics for the Hunchback of Notre Dame musical?
Mhm. Well, I'll tell you specifically where it began. It was the whole trend of Disney live action remakes, just as they were really kicking off in 2017 when the Beauty and the Beast remake started to come out. Yep. Now, I fully admit that I know that there have been a lot of people who aren't fans of the Disney live action remake trend, and I admit to that I am one of them. There's a lot of things about the remake trend that I wasn't a fan of even back then, but I will say that that doesn't mean that I just dismiss the very concept of them on arrival. I think it's a matter of which uh, which movies get remade and for which reasons and what sort of vision somebody has for them. And The Hunchback of Notre Dame was actually one of the few Disney movies that I actually could envision a remake for, especially after I saw the stage musical version. And well, that is pretty much everything that I would hope to see in a live action Disney movie, remake of an animated classic, that is.
Well, I mean, if they remake it, they probably have to go all the way with it because I wrote an article about why they
Mhm.
should remake it, but it shouldn't be by Disney because if they want to do it right, it should be like how Victor Hugo wrote it, like R rated.
Hmm. Well, I've always thought that well, it could it's my thoughts were that it couldn't necessarily it's not that it couldn't be done by Disney. I mean, Disney did give us the Pirates of the Caribbean films after all.
Well, those were PG-13 though.
PG-13 and well, I would say that the stage musical version of Disney's Hunchback is closer to PG-13. Yep, it doesn't go like all the way to Victor Hugo's novel, but it does include some of the things like including the original sad ending. It does include a scene where Esmeralda is subject to an attempted rape from Frollo. Really? And it does include things like details like Quasimodo having impaired hearing, which one of the best things about that is that it's actually given the opportunity for actual deaf actors to participate in the musical. And well, I always envisioned that if a live action remake for Hunchback could be a possibility, then that would be a great way to do representation, give the opportunity to a real deaf actor.
Might,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But what makes you stand out as an artist? What do you feel makes you stand out as an artist?
Hmm. Oh, as far as what I stand out personally, I think there's a lot of things. But the primary thing that I always seek to do as an artist is to reach out and connect with people. Like whatever I create, sometimes I like to show off my talents, but the primary thing is that when I'm creating art for certain people, I or if I'm creating something that I hope people will see, the my primary focus is to make a connection with them. Is
Right.
to Yep, it's to reach them, evoke some sort of emotion, leave them with something to take with them throughout the day. Mhm.
And where do you see your career in the next like 5 to 10 years?
Hmm. Yeah, that's something that I'm honestly constantly pondering. Like uh 5 to 10 years ago, I wasn't where I thought I'd be now. Uh I mean I didn't think I was going to be at this spot where I thought I'd be now. I think it's just a matter of constantly exploring my options, seeing taking up opportunities and seeing which doors lead to which other doors. And well, so I will keep continuing to be versatile with my talent and keep expanding on my strengths. Mhm. Yeah. So and just waiting to see where that sort of thing takes me.
All right. And one last question: What do you have any advice for other artists?
Hmm. Pretty much the same advice that I give right now is that one is to make connections, really get people to feel something about your work, really, because people are going to invest in you if they feel that it's really worth their time. And there is a second thing, and I think I should have mentioned this about my Hunchback of Notre Dame remake idea, or what my inspiration for the animatics. It's that if you it's that I the reason I created them was because I didn't want to I had a vision in my head for what it could be like, and I didn't want to wait around for other people to bring that vision to life. I just seized my opportunity to go ahead and do it myself. So that's another piece of advice I would give it. Like, don't wait around for somebody else to bring your vision to life. Go for it yourself. Mhm.
Wow. That's great. Jacob Below, it's been great talking to you, sir. Appreciate it.